Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. In today's video we are going to see how to switch your data, sales data, between absolute values and percentage. So here I have my sales data. I have my data in USD and local. I have both actual sales and the budget sales, same with quantity as well. So our final goal is to see the data both in absolute values and also in percentage in same visual. So that's going to be the key here. So we are just not going to spam our dashboard with multiple visuals, but we are just going to deal all the analysis with the same visual. We are going to try with the guards visual today. Let's get into the content. Okay, so now we got the data loaded into PowerBi. In case if you are a new user and if you want to know how to load the data into PowerBi desktop, I have already made some videos on that, so I'll be giving the links on top. Just click there and check how to import the data into PowerBi. Now we have the data imported and we have a measures table as well created. Now we need to start creating measures initially to build the visualization. So what measures do we need? So the first measure that we need is to calculate the sales amount both in USD and in local, and also we need to calculate them in terms of percentage. So let's start writing the DAX expressions. So first one would be actual sales value. So we are going to calculate this as straight away simply the value, which will be sum of sales data, sales amount USD. Excellent. So this is done. Now same way I need local value as well. So maybe it would be better to rename this measure as value underscore USD. Same way we can do this. We can create another measure for local purchase. So create another measure. Here we go, and just rename this. Okay, so now we have two measures that calculates the actual value. Now we need to calculate the expected values as well, the budget values. So let's create another measure and let's sum up expected value expected sales value, and this would be, instead of sale amount, it could be expected USD. Same way we can create another measure quickly for expected local also. See this. Okay, so now just edit this local and here as well, expected sales local. Excellent. So that made the sense. Now we have four measures, two to calculate the actual sales value, one on USD and local. Same way expected sales value, one on local and USD. Now we are just going to create the percentage values. So how to calculate the percentage? Percentage is nothing but simply division of actual value divided by the expected value. Now so let's create a new measure. So this should be actual sales percentage, and this could be local. Let's create for USD first. USD percentage. This should be divide actual sales value USD, comma, expected sales value USD. Excellent. So this is ready. Similar way, I am going to do something for Similarly, I am going to do something for local also, local currency also. Just change the name, local percentage, local, and here as well just rename that to local. So now we have percentage for actual sales value both in USD and local, and always the target sales is going to be 100%. When it comes to percentage value, you may have either 70 or 80 in the actual sales percentage, whereas you will be having 100 as the target value in percentage. So this as well we can just rename something like this, be it local or USD. It can be expected sales and this should be in percentage equal to 1. Now we are just going to do some small changes for these measures whichever we have created for percentage. If you just click on these measures, on top you should be able to see this option, display the values in this column in percentages. So just select this, and here you get change the number of decimal places, keep it 0. We don't need to show multiple decimal places. Same way, do this for this actual sales also. The reason is, otherwise if we don't do this, this values will be just displayed in decimals, plain decimal. So when we change them to percentage, they automatically get multiplied by 100 so that it looks perfectly in percentage in our report. And let me quickly change the number of decimal positions as well to 0. Perfect. Now let's go ahead, let's build a visual and see what value actually we have generated. So let's go to visual gallery. I'm going to build multi-row chart. So this I'm just going to use this to validate all the values that whatever we have built. So you could see actual sales and actual sales USD, local and USD both in percentage values. Let's look into the actual values here. Okay, so problem again, local currency can be displayed in pounds, whereas USD should be displayed in dollars. So let me quickly change this. So once I fix that, you could see actual sales. Okay, and then change this one. Okay, so now let me just put 0 here. So now we could see, I'm just doing this step as part of verification. We are just trying to verify whatever we have done so far. Same way, let's see the other sales values as well. 100% always, 26 and 30. So that's great. Now we are going to fit this all inside a gauge visual. So how are we going to fit this into a gauge visual? Right, so before that, let's quickly add a slicer, insert visual gallery. Let's get a slicer added, and what we are going to pass for this slicer would be the item, be to check if it's ball, bat or chessboard. So here the sales values differ based on the item selection, and we can make this look very much like, let's quickly format this slicer setting, and I just want to produce a tile view. I personally prefer tile view because looks better. First, okay, and then let me remove the slicer header. Okay, so now let's quickly jump into the guards visual. So I hope you have understood whatever we have done so far. So we are now done with all the preparation work. Now all we have to do is to build the visuals using whatever we have done. Okay, so now let's start importing the visual. So here I have my guards visual. Let me go ahead and import this visual. So this visual has primarily this works minimum with 2 parameters, and we can work with 4 parameters also. I am just going to do a minimal use. I am going to add one value and I am going to add another maximum value. So right now we don't have any target value. For example, if your sales has any target value like 70% or 80%, that goes into the target value, but I just have one value to be added, which will be actual sales data USD, and then another maximum value expected sales data USD. So that shows towards, okay, so I think I just formatting issues. Let's quickly format this as well to USD currency, so that, okay, so if you see this visual, in place of 30.55k, we have made a total sales of 31.5k. so that's actually exceeding. Now let's select any one of the item, and that will be showing our sales value. That's excellent. Now this is clear. Now I have to show the same value in percentage also, in terms of percentage. So I'll insert another visual, gauge visual, add this, and now I'm going to add the sales percentage items, actual value in terms of percentage, and then maximum value, it should be a percentage value. Yeah, it's already 100%. That doesn't make difference, but still. So I think that's clear. We have 2 visuals now. So let's quickly rename these visuals. More options. So let me quickly edit the sales performance in value, and we have another visual here, sales performance in percentage. Excellent. So we have 2 guards visuals, one showing the actual value and another one showing the performance in percentage. Now we need just one single visual that's going to handle both the items. So how can we do that? And that's where we are going to get the field parameters. Now we are going to replace these 2 visuals into one single visual with the help of a toggle, and that's very much possible with field parameters. So now we are going to add a field parameter. So one basic thumb rule, just keep in mind for field parameters, if you use visual like gauge visual, so here we go, if you use something like this, just have a look, just see how many number of fields you have to fill. See, it need not be the case for all the visuals. For visuals like table, this could differ, but have a look at these tables. Okay, wherever now I have to fill 2 fields. One is actual field and the other one is the target field. So I'm going to build 2 field parameters. So here I have to switch between actual value and percentage. So my first field parameter would be for actual sales, FP, and I am going to add actual sales USD and actual sales USD percentage. Now we got this created. Now I'm just going to add this new column here to indicate which is value and which is percentage. So the first one is value and second one is percentage. All you can do is you can just rename these visuals also. Actual sales, you can just give same name for both this. This is just the label, text label, and this, even if you give same name, it will not have any impact. So it says actual sales and one is value, and here for value we pass this measure, and for percentage we pass the other measure. Same way we are just going to build another field parameter quickly. That's for the expected or the target sales. So let's go to modeling, create another field parameter, expected sales, expected sales field parameter. The reason I'm unchecking this slicer, I'll explain that later. Now so it will be expected sales percentage and expected sales USD. So this is also clear. Now similar way, add the labels at the end to indicate which is percentage and which is value. Percentage and this is value. Clear? So same way we can just rename these labels. These are not going to create any impact. Expected sales. Now I will explain you later. I will explain you how easily we can actually expand this. That I'll be adding as a bonus trick. Expected sales. So this is also clear. Now we have two field parameters, and now let's build one new gauge visual. So I'm going to place it somewhere here between these two visuals, and in place of actual value I am going to pass actual sale field parameter. I am going to pass this, and in case of target value I am going to pass expected sales field parameter, and I have passed this. Now here comes the this should not be target, this should be maximum. Let me remove this and add expected sales. Now here comes the question. So how to switch between your percentage and now let's have a look into this tables. So these are the field parameters table, this underscore FP, and you could see these columns, percentage value and then percentage value. These columns are going to take a decision what has to be displayed in this visual. So in order to tweak these columns, or in order to select these columns, I am going to create a new table here, one simple data table. This is not a DAX table, this is just a simple data table that contains value, something like this, value or percentage. So here I am going to have value, percentage. Let's call this table as value or percentage. I'll just start with FP prefix, and now we are going to relate this table with these two field parameters table. Manage a relationship and create new relationship. First thing, we are going to select actual sale FP, select this and then FP value a percentage. So it normally goes for a one-to-one person relationship with cross filter direction. You should not go for cross filter, go for many to one and single, because if we select cross filter in one field parameter, we will not be able to relate the other one. Expected sales FP with this again, select many to one and then single. Excellent. So now we got two relationships added. Now I'm going to insert a new visual new slicer visual, and here I'm going to add my FP value a percentage column well. So here we go. Now we got this added. Now let's just change this to a tile again. We can have this, and let me remove this slicer header. I don't need this, and then we can reduce the height to 50. We can reduce the width to 200. Okay, I think 200 seems to be insufficient. Then we can have 250. Let's move this on top. This is 280. We can have something around 300. Oh, okay. 250, and then horizontal 300. We can have it on top. Now, based on this filter selection, we are going to access percentage. So when you select percentage, the chart is displayed in percentage, and when you select value, you could see the value getting switched to value. That's how excellent it is. For these slicers, I would suggest you to go ahead and always have single selection turned on for these slicers. Go ahead and get the single selection turned on. So slicer setting, selection, have single selection turned on. So normally you will have either percentage or value always selected. Now this is how you have to toggle your data between percentage and value, and if you select other criteria also, you could see the sales data getting changed, and you can switch to percentage and value within the same visual. Okay, I hope you would have learned something out of this video. I hope you would have enjoyed this. Please subscribe to our channel and don't miss to watch the bonus trick after this. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you would have enjoyed this content and you would have learned something out of this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Each and every subscription is important to us, and please like and share the content with your friends, and I hope it benefits everyone. So see you all in next video. Stay connected and keep motivating us.